Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the comparison between Xenoverse 2 and Pirate Warriors 4. Now before I jump into this whole thing and why I think they might Xenoverse 2, Pirate Warriors 4, I'm just going to explain what Xenoverse 2 in a second here. So Xenoverse 2 obviously is a very popular Dragon Ball game. Obviously Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is the full name of the game, but Xenoverse 2 has been out since October of 2016, dude. It has been 7 years since this game has been out, and there is no Xenoverse 3. There's no development on Xenoverse 3, at least that we know of. Obviously they're working on Tenkaichi 4 or whatever, so I don't think we're going to see a Xenoverse 3 for maybe 3 or 4 years, if they even make it. But yeah, if you're in the anime gaming scene, you know like a lot of YouTubers have covered this game since release. People like Rhymestyle, C-React, stuff like that, Dotto a little bit nowadays, but you know, this game has been out for so long. Let's look at the DLC list right here. So this game has been out for 7 years, and it's had DLC packs in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, and then if you look right here, there's a big gap. Now in 2019, obviously it was fine, but then the start of the decade was a pretty rough one, if you remember, of course. Now 2020 was kind of an insane year for like the new decade we just hopped in, and it was kind of going downhill already in March. But this year was kind of like a year of like a gap year. Like a lot of stuff happened where like movies, games, productions, all of that stuff was halted like by the time summer rolled around that year. Obviously games and stuff that were already coming out in the first 3 months of 2020, like Pirate Warriors 4, and I think even DBZ Kakarot. I know that game came out in 2021, don't remember. But all of that stuff came out earlier in the year, so it was fine. But, like, aside from that, development and all that stuff on anything new pretty much halted once the lockdown started. So it's kind of understandable that 2020 was basically dead for Xenoverse 2. Because a lot of things, like, bro, the movie theaters were struggling. They had reruns of movies, they had older movies. If you even risked going to the movie theaters, they had you like you couldn't buy seats to next to people, if y'all remember that. Like, it was nuts, right? So 2020 was rough, but then we jump back into 2021, DLC all throughout 2021. Then you get 2022 DLC packs, and then the latest one is Beast Gohan, and I think is Power Awakening Piccolo in 2023 in May, obviously for the celebration of the release of Dragon Ball Superhero, which also got delayed because of the Toei like leak that happened, I believe, like last year. So lots of things have happened in the Dragon Ball like scene that kind of messed around with release dates. So why do I bring up Xenoverse 2 when I'm going to be talking about Pirate Warriors 4, obviously, right? So Pirate Warriors 4 came out in March of 2020, like I said, right before, or like right around the time things were about to spike up, but the game was already done and shipped out, so it was not like they were going to stop releasing it, right? So that comes out, then we get 3 DLC packs by the end. Like, you get one in July, I think it was, then one in November, then one in December, I believe was or like October, then December. So you get, by the tail end of 2020, you get the 3 DLC packs for Character Pass 1. Obviously the Wano pack, the Supernova pack, or the Worst Generation pack, and the Vin Smoke, or like, the Judge family one, the whole cake pack. So you get all that stuff, and then the game is dead. Like, straight up. Like, the game dies for 3 years, and there's no sign in sight that they were getting a new one. We obviously got One Piece Odyssey, which was a brand new game, which I personally liked. If y'all didn't know, I really enjoyed it. I haven't played the DLC for it, but I overall thought the RPG element, or making an RPG of One Piece, was pretty interesting and pretty fun, and I liked it a lot. But I digress. But 2020 on to 2023, there was no sign of life at all for Pirate Warriors 4. There was no free DLC. There was no, I believe, no new missions, no new updates at all. In comes Gear 5 and the end of Wano. Now, obviously, Pirate Warriors 4 goes into Wano, has a filler ending in Wano where you beat, Kaido with a really cool move. I think that ending is still really dope. Like, the whole, like, Snake Man Dragon Culverin thing where he, twists his arms up. I obviously play the clip, but check out the playlist on the channel, because I did do a full playthrough of it. But that was really cool. But yeah, overall, like, they were in Wano, basically like the beginning of Wano by the time the game came out, and yeah, they had a filler ending, much like Pirate Warriors 3 had a filler ending for Dressrosa. So now that we're wrapping up Wano, it kind of makes sense that they are going to finish out more DLC, because now we're getting a bunch of characters. Obviously, we're getting the Film Red pack with Uta and Shanks and Kobe and all that stuff, but they saw Gear 5, and I think for One Piece, they were like, yeah, we're back. We're going to come back. We're going to do more characters. But my thing is, the reason why I even bring it up and why I think they might Xenoverse 2 it up and release just DLC from now on, DLC characters to this game, is for a couple reasons. First reason being, I think the gameplay overall, for me, is probably the best in the Warriors series, or at least the Pirate Warriors series. Now, obviously, I play Pirate Warriors 3 a lot, and I do enjoy it a lot. I do like the Kizuna Rush. I do like having, like, a support character that can come in and help you with combos and also do team specials. I think if they at least brought that back, maybe the Pirate Warriors 4 combo system and all that stuff would be basically perfect. But I digress. But overall, I think Pirate Warriors 4 has the perfect combat system for at least Pirate Warriors as of this moment, obviously, because they haven't made a new one in 3 years. So they have air combos, they have transformations where you can go from a specific type to another type. You can fly around, you can, dash around a lot quicker. You have a lot more speed, it's a lot faster, a lot of more enemies. So overall, I think Pirate Warriors 4, as gameplay is concerned, is nearly perfect. If you want to add the Kizuna Rush effect, I do think that would be pretty cool. Maybe you could add some more unique stuff per character. Like, I think one of my commenters mentioned, like, if they're going to release another Shanks, what if they do, spoilers for the manga, what if they do a thing where in the manga where Green Bull was, like, there, but then Shanks, like, locked on his haki from, like, I don't know how many miles away, and it still made him shook? So what if you can, in the map in Pirate Warriors 4, like, pick a specific, section, and use your Conqueror's haki there, and, like, lock on over there, or even, like, a character like Bullet that I mentioned in my moveset video, which you guys should check out, is where, Bullet controls the terrain, right? So what if you go into his big form, and then instead of being in that form for long, maybe you could pick a section of the map where you do a giant punch and defeat a bunch of enemies there, right? So, there could be a way to amplify mechanics and do more stuff creatively in the new game. But as of right now, I think Pirate Warriors 4 is at its peak, for lack of a better word. My next point probably being my strongest point. You guys could disagree in the comment section down below, but my point here is that, listen, if you're a game developer, you are Shueisha, you are a rights holder, and you see Gear 5, right, happening. It's about to happen in the anime. They hyped it up. There's been some really great episodes with it. People are gassed to watch this new form of Luffy. Any new transformation in an anime is always going to be pretty hype, especially if you gas it up by yourself with the marketing. But if you're Shueisha, and if you're Koei Tecmo or Bandai Namco, and you're thinking, wow, One Piece Day is coming up, what are we going to do for Pirate Warriors 4 or whatever One Piece, because, Gear 5 is about to happen. For me, I would have put, obviously in development for a while now, I would have put Pirate Warriors 5 in development right away. And then when One Piece Day happened, and we had the teaser trailer for Gear 5, we had the live action trailer, which looks great, by the way. In 1 week, we'll get to see her in a couple days, actually, like 5 days. But, we had the live action trailer. Then we also got the announcement of, I think it was the Ryuma story, right? About, like, kind of a prequel, but not really. It was like Oda's original, like, idea, I guess. But then you also get, the character pass 2 for Pirate Warriors 4. For me, as a developer, I would have been like, yo, let's announce, like, Pirate Warriors 5 with Gear 5 Luffy on the cover and Hybrid Kaido or something, right? I would have been like, yo, Gear 5 Luffy on the cover. We've been working on this for, like, 7-8 months. We have a little trailer to show you. Boom, new gameplay, new style, maybe, like, the stuff that we mentioned before, maybe, like, every time Luffy bounces, right? Right now, because when he's in the sky, when he transforms, he kind of just, like, he's doing his little bouncing animation, but the floor itself isn't bouncing, right? Like how it should, if you were going to go full, like, commitment. So they could have added that, right? Pirate Warriors 5 would have been, for me, would have been popping. But no, they were like, yo, character pass 2, 9 new characters, not just, oh, hey, we're going to release one Gear 5 Luffy because we're saving the rest for the next game. Obviously, this doesn't mean that they can't make a new game in general, but I'm just saying for the foreseeable future. But no, they were like, yo, character pass 2, Gear 5 Luffy is the first character we're revealing. Data, and it's a Battle of Onigashima pack. Datamind said that it's going to be Yamato and Hybrid Kaido. Then they were like, yo, pack 2, Film Red. Uta, Film Red Shanks. I don't know why they picked him. Kobe. Then you also have the third pack, the Younger Days pack with Rayleigh, Roger, Garp. So that's a lot of characters, and like to just like make that and then be like, okay, we're gonna make a new game and whatever. I feel like would kind of be like a slap in the face. Obviously, you could play it right now until the new game comes out, but it's kind of a dickhead move to be like, hey, we're gonna release all these DLC characters, have fun, maybe some new missions. Supposedly there's some data mines for new missions as well, which I God please, but they do all this stuff only for them to say, yeah, we're gonna be making Pirate Warriors 5 anyway, and then it's gonna be kind of a slap in the face, but also at least you can play them right now. But yeah, I don't know. I think because of the fact that they're saying here's 9, like not even just one character pack, a whole season pass for this game. I kind of just think like I don't think we're gonna get a Pirate Warriors 5 for like another 2 or 3 years maybe, or even like we'll probably get a different One Piece game, but when it concerns to Pirate Warriors, like it's kind of crazy. But I don't know. That's kind of my thoughts on like if they're gonna Xenoverse 2 it up, because again, I do think releasing more characters is kind of sus, at least for me, because a game that's been dead for 3 years, all of a sudden to get a whole brand new character pass with 9 new characters, as opposed to just saying, hey, for the past 2 years we've been developing and making a Pirate Warriors 5. Here's the first trailer of it with Gear 5 Luffy and all that stuff. Maybe even show Roger there too, as opposed to like for what they did. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm thinking they might Xenoverse 2 it up. In a way, like I said, I don't mind because I do like the Pirate Warriors 4 gameplay, but at the same time, I would like to see them tackle, using all the modern like technology like, PS5 and all the power that we have in our systems now to make something insane, right? Something crazier, like 50,000 enemies. Now, I don't think that would be ever possible, but something crazy like that. But let me know what you all think in the comment section. Do you guys think that they're going to make it like Xenoverse 2, where they're just going to be pumping out DLC, once every year we're going to get another character pass or something? Would you be okay with that? Is a better question. For me, I think I'll be alright with it, but at the end of the day, it would be more fun if they do characters with missions, because using characters is fun, but when you're just using them on the same maps, on the same missions, it does get kind of redundant. So if they're going to make it like Xenoverse, then do what Xenoverse does. Give us, parallel quests like they do there. Give us stuff to do with these new characters that include those new characters, right? So I don't know. Those are my thoughts on, the character pass too, whether or not we're going to get it like Xenoverse at all. But let me know what you all think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.